Protection District.
Good afternoon. My name is Todd Shaver, Chief of Police with the Carpentersville Police Department. I first and foremost want to offer my thoughts and prayers to Brisa's family as we continue to search for her. On December 5th, the Carpentersville Police Department took a report of a missing 17-year-old female, Brisa Romero. We have since then continued our efforts to look for her and search for her in every way possible. Both Carpentersville and Vernon Hills have been working very closely together to conduct this search. Some of the things that we've done just to look for her are looking at her cell phone data, looking for social media, interviews. Both departments have gone around to the different businesses, checking video, checking just any area that we possibly could. Those efforts are continuing even as we speak today. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Chief Kreese.
Thank you. As Chief Shaver mentioned, we've been collaborating on a daily basis, and this morning, as further analysis of cell phone data was conducted and investigators were conducting further investigation, it led us to a retention pond in the area of Executive Parkway and Lakeview Parkway in Vernon Hills. It's quite a large retention pond in that area. As the first supervisor showed up on scene to search that area, he met a resident that had been walking around the bank of this pond, and she pointed out a backpack that seemed to have floated on the edge of the pond. The police officer investigated further and found that that backpack appeared to belong to Brisa. So we started a more extensive investigation at that point, called in our partners from Countryside Fire Protection District, who requested MABUS special teams to do a further search of this area. This afternoon, that search yielded the Nissan Rogue driven by Brisa, and we've since recovered that vehicle. At this point, we're continuing this investigation, but I will share that based on the condition of the vehicle and all the evidence we have at this point, it appears that Brisa was in that vehicle when it drove into the lake. And at this point, we have not recovered Brisa, but we're going to continue every effort to do that. I want to share that one of the reasons we believe she was operating this vehicle is that just this morning we found additional fast food restaurant video footage from a restaurant not more than a mile away, a mile and a half away from this scene, that recorded Brisa parking her vehicle, walking into the restaurant, and walking out of the restaurant by herself, and then driving out of that restaurant parking lot. That all happened about 15 minutes before her last phone ping is registered in the location of this pond. So with that information, the condition of the vehicle, even though we have not found Brisa in this vehicle at this point, it's our belief that we need to continue to search this pond, and that is really the sole efforts of our search at this point. With the weather conditions, we're winding down just how much we can do tonight. But with that, I will give, as many of you know, Brisa's got a large family and support here. Her sister Dulce would like to have a moment to speak with you.
I do want to say thank you for everyone that has been keeping up with Brisa's story. We've been able to get so many people eyes on this and get so much help from a lot of people from across countries, actually, to be able to help out spread the word of Brisa. Currently, as the officer has mentioned, they have been working a lot and they've actually been cooperating a lot, so I do want to give them a little praise for trying to work with Vernon Hills and Carpentersville together to find my sister Brisa back. As they've also mentioned, as the vehicle has no body inside, they will be searching the pond and to see if Brisa's body is in there. Until now, in my heart, I still believe that she's out there, but for now, we'll just keep investigating and we will find her. Thank you. In Spanish. Yeah.
Of course.
So, quiero decirle gracias por venir aquí y hablar y tener esa historia todavía siguiendo desde la semana pasada. Nos has ayudado mucho para encontrar a Brisa. Todos han conectado con nosotros para investigar más de ella y qué es su historia y qué pasó esa noche, el lunes, el diciembre 4 de la semana pasada. Al momento Brisa no está encontrada, su cuerpo al momento no está en el carro. Sí han encontrado el carro que está registrado a ella y en nuestra familia, pero no hay cuerpo. Puede tener, al momento están buscando por el cuerpo, pero en nuestro corazón sabemos que Brisa todavía está afuera viviendo y vamos a encontrarla. Gracias.
Brisa, tu esperanza entonces es de que ella todavía está bien.
Sí, nuestra esperanza todavía que está viva.
Que está viva.
So if we can, would answer a couple questions.
How deep is that retention pond?
Yeah, the deepest point, it appears to be just under 20 feet deep, and for much of the area where we believe the car went into the pond is about that deep.
And would you estimate what percent of the pond you've searched so far?
We haven't searched much of the pond. We've been focusing on the location of the vehicle and immediately around that vehicle. So.
And was the vehicle, how would you describe where the vehicle was in the pond?
The information I have is that the vehicle traveled as much as 60 feet into the pond. So to give you an understanding, this intersection is a T intersection where Executive Parkway meets Lakeview Parkway. And from the preliminary review of what happened, it really appears like this is a case where a driver unfamiliar with the area failed to navigate a turn and went through the intersection, down an embankment into the pond.
Is there any hope or belief that she is alive or survived this?
All of our efforts right now are placed in a recovery operation of this pond. The vehicle had its rear hatch
Starting here
open.
with just hearing from the chief of the Vernon Hills Police Department, Patrick Crease, and the chief of the Carpentersville Police Department, Todd Shaver, as well as the sister of Brisa Romero. And sadly, that is her vehicle that has been discovered there in that retention pond. And we know her body was not found in that vehicle. So we're going to hold out hope that potentially she may be around, but it sounds like this potentially was an unintentional turn into this retention pond by somebody maybe not familiar with that area.
A lot of details we got from Vernon Hills Police about how they found this pond and ultimately were able to recover this car. Brisa has been missing for 1 week now. She has grown up in Carpentersville, but was on her way to a holiday party just north of where this car was found in Vernon Hills. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story